Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister during World War II, faced some of the darkest times in history. Bombs were falling, cities were burning, and defeat seemed certain. Yet he said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." These words are a reminder that life is a battlefield, and the true measure of strength is not never falling, but rising again every time we fall. Many people stop growing after they succeed. They reach a goal, get comfortable, and lose the hunger that got them there. But success isn't the end. It's just a checkpoint. The moment you stop learning, you start declining. Proverbs 16:18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Let's look at some examples. Napoleon Bonaparte once conquered half of Europe, but his pride made him ignore warning signs. He lost everything at Waterloo. Success blinded him to humility, and success without wisdom became his downfall. Lesson: celebrate success, but don't settle there. Keep growing. Failure hurts. It discourages, embarrasses, and sometimes breaks you. But failure is never final unless you quit. Some of the greatest successes in history were born out of failure. Story 1. Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulb. When asked if he felt defeated, he said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Because he didn't give up, the world got light. Story 2. J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter, she was a single mother living on welfare. 12 publishers rejected her book, but she kept writing. Today, her story has inspired millions of readers worldwide. Story 3. Biblical example. Peter. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. He failed terribly, but instead of giving up, he repented and came back stronger. Later, he became one of the most powerful preachers of the early church. Failure is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your growth. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. Churchill once said, "If you're going through hell, keep going." Why? Stopping in the middle of pain means you stay there. Real-life story, Nelson Mandela. He was imprisoned for 27 years for standing up against apartheid. He lost his freedom, his youth, and his family time. But when he came out, he forgave his enemies and united his nation. That's courage, continuing with love when hate would be easier. Biblical example, Job. Job lost everything, his wealth, health, and family. Yet he said, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." In the end, God restored him double. Courage and faith walk hand in hand. Success will test your humility. Failure will test your faith. But courage will define your future. No matter what you face. If you've failed, rise again. If you've succeeded, stay humble and keep learning. If you're afraid, move forward anyway. Because at the end of the day, it's not how many times you fell or how high you rose. It's how bravely you continued through it all. So keep the courage to continue, because that's where your true victory lies. You don't fail when you fall. You fail when you refuse to rise. All right.